Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode. So for this video, I'm basically the first half, I'm just gonna be looking for more treasure. Treasure and all the, any requests that are left over for this area before we move on to the next one. Because once we take that lift up to the top, we're probably not gonna be able to come back. So, let's get into it. It shouldn't take terribly long, and then we can move on.
Look at you! Hey, wait! Leon!
Take a look. Something's bound to catch your eye. Welcome. Well then, what can I do you for? Oh, my back is...
So this request is asking us basically to go back to the incubation lab where those giant vats of the regenerators were. I didn't kill all of them. I only killed the one that had the wrench inside their body, which makes me question how they got the wrench inside their body. Did they swallow it? Did their body just absorb it? Because they can regenerate their flesh and all that. So, does that mean that when they fell or something, if they were injured, they absorbed the wrench as their body was healing? Yeah, those are my questions. But, I mean, I said in a previous video, I really don't like how their physics on their body is because when they walk or run at you, they are jiggly and their necks do that weird kind of like floppy thing, kind of flop around, and I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
Stay here.
Okay.
There you go.
Thank goodness I basically like upgraded my weapons because I have a feeling that if I hadn't, that guy would have been like super hard. Alright, so since we got that out of the way, let's keep going and meet up with Ashley that we hid.
You alright?
I wonder if anybody's taken Ashley into a fight with the Iron Maidens. Probably. And I suspect that it didn't go very well.
So that's a request done and dusted. A job well done deserves payment in kind. Got a selection of good things on sale, stranger. Ah, I'll buy it at a high. Come back anytime. not treat yourself, mate? Welcome. Ooh, what you buying? Thank you. All my wares are in tip-top shape, I assure you. Good luck to you, stranger. Give that the care it deserves, mate. We're starting to get an idea of your tastes, friend. Try that on for size. You've exhausted our normal, pleasant travels.
Alright, so with all of our business basically concluded here, we're just gonna go ahead and move on. I realized that I missed one treasure that was all the way at the very beginning. I think I mentioned that I had missed a treasure, and I actually, when looking back at the videos, I actually saw myself running up to the treasure chest and then walking away. And I don't know why I didn't open it. I guess I wasn't looking. I was looking for enemies, but I could have gotten like 100% perfect all treasure on this one, but I didn't.
Suit yourself, stranger.
You know, I was thinking, we work well together, don't we?
I guess so.
Right? Maybe someday I'll become an agent like you. What do you think? We could protect the US from any and all threats.
Is that right? Well, either way, first we have to make it out of here.
You're no fun.
Oh, Leon, you simple, naive fool.
This must be what Luis was talking about.
Before I touch that gigantic piece of amber there, we should probably look around for treasure and items that we can use.
Prostrate yourself. This is our holy body. Our divine providence and soon such a profound blessing for all. Lost blood. Welcome, my children. I am Osman Sadler, the speaker for our Lord.
Tell someone who gives a shit.
Foolish lambs, why do you deny grief? Now, abandon your body. Obey. Obey the voice of our Lord. Sweet child, do not resist. Pray forgive these wicked sinners. My faithful disciples shall deliver to you your penance. Now, child, you need not be afraid. Submit your body and release yourself from fear.
Sadler, you bastard.
I kind of like Sadler's design for this one. He's a little bit more sinister. I mean, he was cartoonish in the original. That's the best way to describe most of the enemies in Resident Evil. They're not very scary. They're mostly cartoonish. But, you know, that's par for the course when you have like anime and stuff like that with villains, and a lot of them are cartoonish except for like the ones that are considered like, I think it's like seinen or something like that. Those like berserk level manga where it's not available in like Shonen Jump or anything like that. It or Shoujo Beat. It's like the seinen the seinen manga producers, I guess like Tiger and stuff like that. So yeah, like Sadler is he's a little bit more sinister in this one, but he was definitely like Saturday morning cartoon in the first one. So if anybody's ever played like the light gun shooter of like a series of different missions that you can play as, I don't think it's part of the Wesker files. I think it's like the Raccoon files or something like that. The Umbrella files, something along the lines of that. But basically it's a game that has a series of missions and that are light gun shooters. And one of them is what happened to Leon and Krauser when they went to South America for Operation Javier. So the basis for it was that the United States got word that a local cartel, like leader, basically the guy who is in charge of the whole area, because that's kind of how it happens sometimes with cartels, is that they'll take over entire regions or entire towns, and then the government's just kind of like that's their area, so it's like a state within a state. But the local cartel, basically like leader, has been using bioweapons, like basically viruses and things like that from Umbrella. And you find out that the whole reason that he was doing so was because he was using those viruses and like bioweapons to rapidly grow organs for his daughter who was dying from like cancer. And ultimately, he was hoping to use the C virus to save her, but she would need to be cocooned, to do so. Much like the Ashford twins, she would need to be cocooned for several years. But in the meantime, before that virus was ready, he was going to continue to transplant her failing organs from her body and implant them with like the cloned organs. And she didn't know. She didn't know until her father revealed it. And then she was just like, how could you do this? All of those people. And he's like, there weren't really people. And she helps Leon and Krauser basically defeat her father, who had overloaded himself of like viruses and things like that, because just like with the Ashford twins, her blood could set things on fire. So during that whole mission, the only people that survived were Leon, Jack, and the daughter. All of the soldiers that came with them died, and majority of the village died because of the bioweapons, or were turned into zombies or ran. So yeah, at some point Jack was infected with like the C virus, or a mixture of the C virus, which healed his like injuries, but as a result he could not go back to the United States. And so the United States just kind of wrote him off as like killed in action. And that kind of fueled a little bit more of his hate towards the United States, because he was like, all of my men died for nothing, and it was because of the US.
You've done well to make it this far, rookie. I've prepared a battlefield up ahead just for us soldiers. Watered by the blood of generations, hundreds of years. It's the perfect place to put an end to what happened 2 years ago.
Okay, so that note answers some questions that I had about how Ashley ended up in Spain, of all places. Like, I said at the very beginning that I thought that my theory was that she had essentially been on like a school trip or like doing those Habitat for Humanity stuff, but it turns out that it was just, she was on campus, got kidnapped from there, and was knocked out for most of the plane ride to Spain, where she was subsequently imprisoned and infected with the plagas. So yeah, that makes sense.
Take a look. Something's bound to catch your eye. Welcome. Well then, what can I do you for? Stranger. Ooh, I'll pay a pretty penny for that. Give that the care it deserves, mate. Oh, my back is killing me. Years haven't been kind to us, I suppose. Will that be all then? Pleasant travels.
I've been waiting for you, rookie. Oh, worried about the girl, is that it? That's just like you. You always had poor judgment. But if you think I'm gonna let you out of here alive, you're even more naive than I thought. You can't save her. You can't save anyone.
Give it up, Krauser. Being a lackey for these maniacs won't bring your men back. And what the hell for? Revenge on the government? You think they would want that?
Revenge. You think I'm doing all this for revenge?
Isn't that what this is all about?
See, in that jungle, I had a revelation. The most important thing in this world is pure, unadulterated power. Those Illuminados have given me that.
You know, you were always an asshole. But at least you had some kind of code. Some honor. Look at you now.
Enough reminiscing. Move out and draw fire, soldier! Better run, rookie!
Not like I have a choice.
Too slow. What's wrong? Show no mercy! You're slow.
So for this fight, I'm not going to be doing a lot of talking because Krauser talks a lot for the both of us. So I'm going to go ahead and just catch up with you later once we get to a quiet moment.
What was that? You remember the fight in the jungle? We barely made it out alive.
Go with your gut, don't think. That was the first thing you taught me. He's turned this place into one big trap. I can't fight him on his terms.
Sloppy! Ready to die, rookie. I'm no stranger to covert tactics, remember?
How can I forget?
Shit. I love a good hug. Still alive, huh? You got lucky. I admit, you've done well to stay alive this long.
I'd be dead if I kept listening to people like you.
Last long moving like that. The Reaper comes for cowards and the careless alike. Which are you?
I don't know. Guess I'll ask when I see him. Well, you've really gone all out for me. You shouldn't have.
Anything to make the pretty boy feel special. These arrows.
is it, soldier?
You're losing your cool.
Making mistakes.
I'm not falling for your mind games. You're really doing this? It's not too late.
You and me are two sides of the same coin. I guess that means we'll never see eye to eye. You've made it all this way. You haven't learned a thing. I have to say, I'm disappointed.
You? I take that as a compliment.
You and I have chosen different paths. All that's left now is to settle this.
Are we done here, Krauser?
I told you. Again. And again. You're too soft to do what's necessary. That's the difference between you and me, rookie. Time to finish your training.
Witness the power!
You've lost it completely, Krauser.
Here I come!
So that's your true power? Oh, I'd ask for a refund.
You're gonna regret
I can't wait to see you ride!
Thank you so much for joining us for this video. I'm gonna go ahead and say my goodbyes now and try to avoid Krauser trying to stab me. And yeah, just thanks so much. We only got a couple more videos left in this, and then we should be done with Resident Evil 4. And yeah, I'll have to think about what I'm gonna play next. I don't know just yet, but I'll let everybody know once I make a decision. Alright, you have a good rest of your day. Bye.
Oh, shit!
Training's not done. Last lesson starts right now.
Nah. Time for the teacher to be taught.
Oh, such confidence. Bring it, rookie!
Are you ready, rookie?
Yeah. Let's settle this.
I'm not surprised you made it this far. Not bad. But I didn't expect anything less. After all, I know your potential better than anyone.
mission's finished. You'd have said the same once.
You need to stop living in the past. Strength is everything. Weak can protect nothing.
The way you're going, there won't be anything left to protect. You'd have known that once.
That's where you're wrong. I didn't know a damn thing. Now I do. You can't deny this power. That strength.
And turn into a freak like you. You gotta be out of your mind.
Always trying to get the last word. Come here. I'll beat that out of you. Uncle Sam did one thing for me. Give him that. He sent me you, and not some good-for-nothing grunt.
It's time to put an end to this.
Let's finally see who's the better man. Yes! This is the moment I've been waiting for. Come at me, rookie. Show me what it is you've got that I don't. Don't stop. You have your orders. Come on. My strength is without equal. I'll show you the meaning of strength. You're leaving yourself open. Handle my strength, my speed. In the game, you wouldn't want to lose it. You're still too slow. Do what you have to do. That's right. I dreamed well. Leon.
Now you did, Major.